Hello, hello. Welcome to Satisfactory. Hadn't planned to stream today, but I found myself bored and procrastinating other things I should be doing. I had the game loaded up in the background anyway to just get some more of the Christmas material sorted, and I thought, why not? I'll do a quick little stream. Probably not a long one today, just an hour or two, he says. But yeah, I've got a few little things I'd like to get out of the way. So we are here over at the Caterium depot, where mostly it's just being made straight into Quickwire and being synced immediately. But a little earlier today, I put in this storage container. So we can do a little bit of this, because I want to get me some smart splitters. Okay, so for that we need 10, what are they called? AI limiters. So I'm just going to handcraft them. Not enough space in inventory. I don't need 5 plates. There we go. So yeah, once we've got these, one of the things I want to do is head over to the modular frame factory, because that's entirely backed up. So that way we can start syncing some of them. We can do something similar over with steel, because that's all backed up. Okay, 15. What am I missing there? Quickwire. Okay, well, we've got plenty of quickwire if we need it. In the meantime, though, smart splitter. Okay. Now, I forget exactly how many AI limiters it takes to make a smart splitter. Might just be the one. I guess we'll find out in a little under 5 minutes. But I'll make a bunch of these. And then we will head on over. Also, a little earlier today, I did some slug hunting. I picked up a couple of hard drives while I was out as well, so we've got a few new, well, 2 new alternate recipes. Nothing amazing. Like, I do want to have the majority of the playthrough, at the very least, all recorded for posterity. Yeah, so it's just been busy work. Yeah, I can delete that man because I've got the main one back at base. So let's head over to the modular frame factory. That maybe by the time we get there, that 5 minutes will be up, and we can start sinking the surplus. Guten Abend, Chef. How are you? Oh, I hear a friend. There you are. One thing I have noticed on my little excursion out slug hunting earlier, I went through a couple of caves, and the like the little presents that fly out, they stick around for a bit, and they are actually attached to whatever you hit, which makes it much, much easier to kill spiders. Words. It can't be intentional. It's just got to be maybe an overlooked thing, but it makes them much easier to see in the dark. I finished all your work before lunch. Now you're waiting for 4 p.m. It's always nice when you finish a little earlier than expected. What time is it where you are now? It is currently 1 minute and 5 seconds to midnight where I am. Okay. So I will just double check that I do... Yeah, I do have the necessary stuff to actually make one of those. Whoop. Up we go. 3. Okay, so you've got another hour. Is there anything else that you should be doing? That's the question. Like, are you just procrastinating, or do you literally have nothing to do? Also, my factory cart is somewhere over there. So we'll have to go and get that at some point. Just have to wait there in case another ticket comes in. Ah, that old chestnut. Yep. I used to work in a tech support call center, and it was the worst when, you know, it's a slow but steady day, and you have, like, I don't know, say half an hour before the end of your shift. And you can't leave just in case another call comes through. And you're just watching it tick closer and closer and closer to the end of the shift, hoping that something doesn't come through like 30 seconds before the end. Much rather play some games on your own. Still need to finish Valhalla before Cyberpunk comes out on Thursday. I must admit, I know next to nothing about what this Cyberpunk is. I have been hearing about it for ages, of course, and we all have. I don't actually know what kind of game it is. I've heard all of the hype. I've heard it's amazing. I've heard it's brilliant. I don't even know what genre it is. Okay, so we've got here a little bit of time to spare. Alright. Give me them sweet smart splitters. There we go.
New building unlocked.
Thank you. Right, so with that, if we go into logistics, scroll down, I can stick a smart splitter on that belt. That's a Mark 1. I'm actually going to do that very slightly differently. Smart splitter, I'm going to make sure it's lined up with the foundation. There we go. Okay, and then I need a sink. Okay, and then this one, I want everything to go forwards, and left, I want overflow. Okay, so that will send any overflow components into the sink, and these are worth quite a bit. Must have power around somewhere, right? Power's all the way over there. Tell you what, if I stick a double wall thingy-jig there, and hook it up to there. I'll hook it up to the other side as well, make it symmetrical. And then I can pinch that and just take it to that sink. Okay, let's see if that has a noticeable uptick. So that's what we were making before. When I started pinching the quick wire, it dropped down because we were storing some instead of sinking it, and we'll see what this does. RPG set in this dystopian future. That doesn't really narrow it down. Amalgamation of lots of types of games. Okay, I guess I will have to have a look at it. Way, there we go. That's an uptick. So yes, that will give us a few more tickets. Smart splitters are useless. Change my mind, says Sherlock. For the most part, I agree. The only thing I use them for is an overflow like this. So this way I can prioritize storage or prioritize another part of the factory, and only if and when it backs up do we start sinking the surplus. So if I take a stack of them out, you'll see they start going off to the left, and when the internal buffer empties, there you go, they stop going off to the right. So that's about all they're actually useful for. Anyway, I'll fill them back up. Okay, and then they start coming back out this way again. That's all they're really useful for, in my opinion. Okay, so we're now sinking the surplus of them. I would like to check. I think the input and... What? Oh, okay. I should probably hook that up. Okay. I think the input and output here is matched. So I don't think actually putting a smart splitter here is necessary or even that useful. What kind of belt is that? It's just a Mark 1. So I'm going to have the primary... I'll move that out a bit. Okay, so we'll have the primary belt come around this way. Into there, and then feed into the factory. I had no idea that was disconnected. And we'll have any surplus we have get stored in there. We do have some reinforced plate production back in the main base. Okay, so this one, center, I want to be the overflow, and right, I want to be any. Actually, no. What I'm going to do is I will actually prioritize storage just in case. So I'll have any go forwards, overflow go right. Okay. So that way we can always be certain that this will be filled before we start making modular frames. Alright, so I just need to take out this a little bit further. Okay, so T crossing, that one wants to be a walkway crossing, that wants to be a T crossing facing, which way is that? That's not even a... What am I doing? Let's go up the top so I can actually see what I'm doing. That makes a bit more sense, doesn't it? Okay, so these ones here, I actually want to move across. So this one wants to be a T crossing going that way. That wants to be a T crossing going that way. We also need a corner. Okay, then we'll have the ramps go down here. Okay, then I just move this fence across a bit. Okay, and that's pretty much all I want to do up here. So we're syncing the extra modular frames that we're making, get us a bunch more tickets. Okay, we can do the same with the steel area. So I'll head over that way now, pick up the factory cart on the way. Just have a quick check of power. Okay. Do need to keep an eye on power, because if we're adding in all of these hypertube cannons, we're going to use quite a lot. Because each hypertube cannon uses 200 megawatts. Assuming we stick to the same length. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately I just have to run this bit. Mouse is too sensitive. Trying to face directly ahead. There we go. And then keep the mouse still while I take my hand off it. No. Oh well. Nothing is easy. And thank you, autosave. So yeah, when I did the slug hunt, I drove out here with the factory cart to the steel, took the ladder down and basically walked back. So that way I wasn't covering ground I've already covered. Oh, there's the pop-in at the edge of the biome. Okay, so I think as well, assuming suitable water, we've actually got a lot left in this coal power plant here. Because at the moment, we are using 2 Mark 1 miners on pure nodes. There are 3 nodes available. And they're currently overclocked to 200%. So we can increase that by 50% just by using the 3rd node. We can increase all of that by 25% by overclocking things to 250% instead of 200. And then we can double that by using Mark II miners. I'm not sure if we've got the belts for that yet, but there is the possibility of that much there anyway. I didn't run past the thing. Is that just a random bit of quartz sticking up? Okay. Another thing I want to do is, instead of having multiple levels of this, I want to take it all to the level of the steel. So it's all higher up. And just have one ramp where to go down from that level to the level of the coal, or at least the bridge over the coal. Oh, there's the spicy rocks. Okay. Oh, heard a friend down there somewhere. There's more spicy rocks over there, actually. What is that? There is something over there. I don't know. Let me zoom in, see if I can see it. Huh. Is that the seam in the skybox? I think it is. Right. Nearly there. And I think, yeah, we can just about see the cart at the bottom of that ramp. Well, I can. Depending on what resolution this is being streamed and viewed at. You may or may not be able to. Right, so we'll get in, we'll may as well take this up the rest of the way. Boop. Okay, so how should we do this? I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of that. Get a couple of smart splitters. No, smart splitters I said. There we go. We'll have one in front of this one. One in front of that one. Okay, you will send your overflow out to the left. You will send your overflow out to the right. That's not the right. That's the right. Okay, and what flavor of belt were these? That's a Mark 1. I think the other one is a Mark 2. Yep. Right. So they will fill up the boxes first, but then we'll back up fairly soon. And then an awesome sink. What we're going to do here is have a merger. This belt's going to come around this way. And go in there. This belt's going to come around this way. And go in there. And just to be sure that nothing overflows here, we will put a Mark III belt from there to there. Marvelous. And we'll power that up. Okay, so things dropped back down for a little while. I'm guessing that's as the modular frame factory sort of emptied its stockpile. And it seems to have sort of settled up around the 9,000 mark. Okay, a little bit of an uptick there. So in theory, because we've got a Mark 1 belt and a Mark 2 belt coming in, we should get 2 pipes for every beam. Yeah, pipe, beam, pipe, pipe, beam, pipe, pipe, beam, pipe, and then a gap. Okay, do we get another uptick? Update, please. Anytime you like. Okay, so it went from around about the 9,000, still going up, but about 12,500 now. Not terrible. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, as I go back, I'm going to count the number of ramps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ramps on that section. Because once I know exactly how many ramps, I can sort of take that into account when I'm making everything the same level, because I know how much higher it is. I'm also not going to delete the original bridge straight away, because I think it'll be useful scaffolding for when I make the hypertube. Some of it will probably be a bit too low, but it's a starting point if nothing else. I am so ready for my last trip across this. It should also help avoid the radiation from those rocks. Okay, so we've done 9, and then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. $17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so we need to go 21 higher. I think that's reasonable. Okay. So I think when I come to expand the power plant again, I'll actually do it differently, because at the moment the power plants are all built on the water, which isn't really a very good use of water space. So I'll probably have them come up above the water. I'll need to use pumps to get the water up that high, but that's fine. And then I'll have multiple layers of actual coal power plants. Now I have a problem. I've already forgotten the number of ramps that were there. I know there were 9 in the first section, and there's only 4 in that last section. I want to say 20. Was it 21? Someone please tell me. I don't want to have to count it again. But yeah, we will. I keep trying to use the button on my mouse that I've. I just did it again. I keep trying to use the button on my mouse to get in and out of the factory cart because that's what I've got it bound to in Factorio. Okay, so also probably I will do not quite as steep ramps. So if I go to foundations, if we do the double ramp, 8 by 4 meters. So if we had 21, that means we would need 42 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Actually, you know what? I will put 21. Because I think it's 21. So this is exactly half as high as we need to go at the moment. They don't match up very well. Oh well. Okay. Ran out of concrete anyway, so. So what should we do next? Next time I'm back at base, which may or may not be this time, it depends if I've got any concrete in the tractor at the end. I will show you a slight change I've made to the Christmas factory as well. While stream, I decided not to build a whole separate area for the wreaths, but then I changed my mind, so I did build a whole separate area for the wreaths. Or maybe I should look at doing some space elevator stuff. I can't remember what the next tier needs, but we're quickly approaching the time when we will definitely be ready for the next tier. Alright, here we go. What do we have in here? No concrete. No concrete. I will take them. Okay, well I guess we're going back now anyway. Boom. Okay. So, before I forget, I'll just show you the complete and utter spaghetti mess that is the new area. So, it's basically what's on screen now. So, we've got the gifts coming in from the gift trees on the left. They go into smelters. They go into foundries to get the iron and copper baubles. They go into assemblers to assemble them into the ornament bundles they're called, and then mixed in with some branches which come from over there to make these guys, the Fixmas decorations, and we have plenty of them now. Also full up on them. In fact, if we're full up on them, we should actually be pretty much filled up all over here as well. Oh, where's the ladder? There it is. This is an empty belt. Apparently candy canes are slow. I suppose they stack to 500. These guys, they also stack to 500. These guys also stack to 500. That's why they're still going, I guess. Are the gifts themselves? Oh. Yeah, the actual gift line is all full up. Okay, also another slight change I made is instead of peeling off the iron supply that was going towards plates, I've changed it so this is a Mark III belt carrying 150 per minute. That's backed up at the moment, but it has a maximum of 150 per minute being fed into it from that spare iron node we had on the other side of the base. So that just snakes through. Alright. Here we go. Other news. I finally got around to clearing up my boxes. So I now just have the 4 boxes over here. This one here has my coupons, Mercer Spheres and Summer Sloops, Power Shards, and any slugs I pick up. This one here has stuff that is useful for crafting, like these things. In fact, I think I can actually make one of them. So I shall. Okay, so I'll pop that back in there, and that back in there. Missing berries. I don't think I have enough berries to make... Yeah, I need 2 pale berries to make one of them. That's alright. Pop that in there. So yeah, this one has stuff that I can make things with. This one has tools. So Nobelisk, some spare... what are they called? Rebar? Spiked rebar. Nobelisk detonator. Which... parachutes, color gun, and some my Xeno basher. I'm currently using the candy stick basher, and a couple of spare portable miners. This one has various materials that I've picked up, but don't necessarily just want to chuck. So I've got some bauxite, some sulfur, a little bit of coal, some raw quartz, plus materials that I've picked up from various crash sites that I'm not otherwise making. Okay, so... whoops, that's the wrong button. Let's see, what don't I actually need at the moment? I guess I don't need the AI limiters. Put them in there. I just need a heaps of concrete at the moment. I'll get rid of my screws. Oh, thank you, autosave. I do... Tell you what, why am I just getting rid of stuff? I have a whole thing here, which is not being used, that I can use to dump things in. That would have been too much to ask. There we go, so now I can dump my stuff in here instead of just deleting it. Alright, have that, have all of them. No, you can have one of them. Yeah, that'll do. There'll be enough concrete to be going on with. Alright, let's go and pick up the concrete. Boom. Just thinking, there is no reason for this to be this... I guess it lets me jump, but this doesn't really need to be too high, does it? That could very easily just be one high. This way we don't even need the kink in the little hypertube there. I will consider. I won't go changing the hypertube stuff just yet. We spent enough time messing around with that last stream. I want to get in the factory cart. There we go. Okay. Thinking it might not be a terrible idea to make this hypertube cannon a little bit stronger, because even with the 10, it might take a little while. I'll start off making it 10 and we'll see how long it takes. It's probably the safest thing to do. Alright. So we did 21, which I think is halfway. Why even use hypertubes when you can just use very long hypertube cannons? Because... Well, do you mean just like a hypertube cannon that goes the whole way? Or do you just mean a hypertube that just sort of shoots you into the air? If the latter, if you're just talking about like a hypertube that shoots you in the air and you fly across, that is workable if you have a jetpack. But I don't. Ah, yes, but it was meant to be a joke. Yeah, no, you can make that work if you have a jetpack, which I don't, because you just have no way of slowing down. It's not accurate enough to land in the green goop. But I have seen people do it. Anyway, so 20... Oh, I'll just go 1 to 21 again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That looks as though it might be on about the same level. Yeah, that was optimistic. I don't think I can get rid of that. Maybe if I cut the stalk? It seems unlikely. I might just have to live with that. Which is a shame. Now, do we think... I think I'm higher than that rock there. Yeah, we'll get over that easy. Although I will have a little explore while I'm here. Well, that was utterly unremarkable. Wonder what's under those rocks. Got to be something good to be that high up and covered by rocks. Ooh, that was nearly a bit too far. I wish there was a vanilla way of building things like this easier. There's an interesting mod I've been told of, called, I think it's called Smart Foundations, that would make this infinitely easier. There must be loud waterfalls to hear them from all the way up here. Oh, there's exploding rocks down there as well. I really, really, really hope that I counted right. I mean, it looks okay. I should have written the number down. Oh, there's one of the rays over there on the left. Still looks okay. It's either going to be right or one off. I think we're right. This looks good to me. Okay. Slight panic over. Okay, matches up perfectly. As one would expect. Now I have to run all the way back. God damn it. Fine. Actually, how much power stuff have I got? I think I'll run power back along with me as well. Because I will need to do that sooner or later. May as well do it now. Save me another trip on foot, at any rate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12. They can stretch 12. Okay. Nearly went the wrong side of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I do sometimes wonder how Satisfactory at all gets popular on Twitch. Because, I mean, yeah, like there's base tours and such, but surely much of it has to be just running backwards and forwards and basically doing the busy work. Okay. So, as I said, I'll keep the... I'll keep this part of the bridge there for now. But sooner or later I will be dismantling that. Also, I don't know if this is going to work, but let me just try... Can I get rid of that fence, please? There we go. Because what I would like to do is put one of these directly underneath it. It doesn't look like that's going to want to work. What if I do that? Like there? Can I put one of those off the side of that facing that way? Yeah. Because I would like to have it the same thickness as the rest of the bridge. I have a horrible suspicion I'm not going to be able to reach this whole thing. Okay, no, we're going up. We're good. But then we're not going up again. Okay. We did the whole thing. Okay. What is next on the to-do list? So the two major projects I've got at the moment, we've got the hypertubes and the like the big version of the coal power plant. Oops, that's not quite right because I need to get rid of these. No. There we go. I also really, really wish there were fences that could go up the ramps. Not quite what I was after. I mean, it would stop me from falling off. Doesn't look very good though, does it? If anyone knows of a better way of, like, fencing in a ramp, you know, short of just using walls, do let me know. So I think we need to do the power plant first, because even though my power generation isn't bad at the moment, once I throw up another 4 hypertube cannons, that's going to be another 800 megawatts we're using. And yeah, we do not have another 800 to play with. So, okay. So I'm thinking, let's just build what we can. If we build to the max of our ability, then I won't have to come back and keep incrementally increasing the power. I can just leave it for a bit. Okay, so we've got 1 pure node. I'll just make sure that, first of all, they are 3 pure nodes. Okay, yep. And the third one over here, I'm fairly sure, is also pure. Okay, 3 pure core nodes. So a Mark 1 miner, that is 120 per minute. We can multiply that by 2.5 to get 300 per minute by overclocking it. We can also multiply all of that by 2 to get 600 per minute out of each node. However, at the moment, the maximum belt we've got can only do 270 per minute. So I don't think it's actually worth going to Mark II miners. I can just overclock it to 250%. 120 times 2.5, 300, yeah, that's more than we can do. Unless we get the Mark IV belts. Now, to get the Mark IV belts, we need the encased industrial beams, and I don't have a supply line for them yet. So far, I've just been handcrafting them. So maybe we need to do that first. Okay. I'll head back to base and I'll see like what is it we actually need to get the Mark IV belts? Okay, I know we're nowhere near the Mark V belts, but Mark IV belts should only be one milestone away. But that in turn might require, in fact, I'm fairly certain does require another space elevator tier. This Hypertube project is somewhat larger than I thought it would be at the start, considering we've only really got 3 factories to worry about at the moment as well. Boom. Okay. Right, so I'm reasonably certain we don't have it available yet. Yeah, Logistics Mark IV will be in Space Elevator Phase 2. Oh, actually, can we see what's in there then? No, okay, never mind. So what does Space Elevator Tier 2 need? 500 smart plating, 500 versatile frameworks, and 100 automated wiring, so we need stators. We only need 100 stators, though. I can probably handcraft that. Okay, let me get something up and running here. I'll just put these here. So 1, 2, 3. And as a just for now type measure, okay, awful clipping, we'll pretend we don't see that. Okay, you, I want to make smart plating. You, I want to make versatile frameworks. You, I want to make automated wiring. Okay, so I need 500 of these, which means I need 500 reinforced plates and 500 rotors. I can do that. Organization, storage container. In fact, I don't even think I need them on this one because I only need 100 of these. No, I do need at least one. Okay. Okay, 500 of these. And what was the other thing I need? 500 rotors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 rotors. So, wait, did I not? I didn't actually pick up the reinforced plates. Thought I did. Or did I just miss some? 500. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 reinforced plates. 500 of them. Actually, I miscounted it and I don't want to have some extra. Wait, that's... I can count, I promise. There we go. 500 of them. Okay, what do you want? You want 500 modular frames. I can pop upstairs and get them. And 500 times 12. 6,000. I should have been able to do that in my head as well. 6,000 steel beams. Okay. So we need to take a trip upstairs for that. And then you need 2,000 cable and 100 stators. Okay, let's do the cable first. I might even have inventory space enough for this. Ooh. I should probably make them all. Like, have everything put into one place. That would be far too reasonable, wouldn't it? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I believe that's exactly the right amount of cable. What is a stator made from? Okay, so I need 300 steel pipes. Don't think I have any lying around. Might have some upstairs in the tractor. Okay, so a note of what I want then is 100 stators. Is there a way I can add more than one at a time? I guess not. Okay, so that means I need 300 steel pipes and 800 wire. I can get 800 wire easily enough. I also need, what was it, 6,000 steel beams? Just put one of those in there. And what else goes into the stator? Not the stator, the versatile framework. Okay, so I need 500 modular frames as well. Just add one of those in. Okay. So I'll have to remember the numbers myself. Okay, so 800 wire. Dunskies. I'll take 2 stacks. Okay. So 6,000 steel beams is the issue because it's basically, no, in fact it's more than my entire inventory. Okay, I am going to empty my inventory completely. Mostly. Just get rid of the cheap stuff. Okay, so that's as much inventory space as I can have. Okay, we've got 300 pipes. That's good. I'd missed that. What were the pipes needed for? Was it the frameworks? No? Ah, for the stators. Okay, so actually, yeah, that means I can make the stators now. Okay, I'll grab them. I'll grab the wire. Okay. Let's bang out some stators. Okay, so the current plan is we get the next tier of the space elevator. We get the Mark IV belts. In order to build a lot of Mark IV belts, I want to actually make an encased industrial beam factory. Not a big one. We'll just pull off from the steel beams that go in, or come out of the current steel factory. It's not going to be a big build at all. It's just going to be a supply. Then, with that, we can build a better coal power plant using the Mark IV belts. I forget exactly how much they support. I should probably look this up, actually. Satisfactory Mark IV belt. Mark IV carries 480 per minute. So we can easily saturate that. We'll need a Mark II miner, but we can do that. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so that gives us 480 times 3, which is 1,440 coal, which is, how much coal were we pulling at the moment? It was 240 from each of them. So, I mean, it literally triples what we've got in terms of power output. Okay. Then with that, then we can continue making the hypertube network. So, Mark II space elevator, Mark IV belts, Mark IV belt factory, power plant, hypertubes. That should keep us going for the next few weeks. Okay. 20. Oh, okay. It is taking a bit longer than I was thinking. 3/4 of the way there. How long have we been going for? About an hour. That means Jeff will be on the way home by now. Assuming a ticket didn't come in. Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we've got the 100 stators. So we'll go and pop them straight into this machine. Boop. Okay, and otherwise it's just waiting for power. So yeah, it's this middle one that's the expensive. So 500 modular frames, 6,000 steel beams. Where am I going? Where's that box? There it is. Well, I'll just pop that away in there. Now I think... Actually, slight change of plan. Okay. I think if I empty the tractor as well, that will give me enough space to carry everything between me and the tractor. Okay, so I'll just take all of that. I'll take as much of that as I can as well, because that box is in the way. Right, store everything. Store everything. I'm not 100% convinced that is actually enough fuel to get us there and back. And of course I don't have my fuel on me because I just emptied it. Okay, very quick trip back to base just to pick up a bit of fuel for the tractor. There it is. I'm not even going to take a full stack with me. So it stacks to 200. There was already 24 in there. So I'll just leave 25 behind. Then all of that will fit in the tractor, saving me the inventory space. Okay. Right, first things first, I will put that fuel in the tractor. There you go, 199. I'll also move this out of the way. In fact, let's go and get the modular frames first. Let's not drive off the edge there as well. Yeah, definitely all of those plates are used. I don't remember how many plates I was making, though. I expected the belt to be at least half full. Maybe it is at least half full. Around here we go. Now, I do vaguely recall we are making about... That was a little suspicious. Do these all just come in chunks? I think we're supposed to be making 31 point something a minute, which is an average of 1 every 2 seconds. Maybe they are just coming in chunks. Alright, 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stacks. I'm going to have a quick check inside, make sure everything's working. I don't trust this. I should, I built it. Okay, you're not working. Why are you not working? You've got no reinforced plates. What are my reinforced plates doing? Oh, thank you, autosave. Okay, so I'm expecting to make, let's say, 30 modular frames per minute. That means I should be expecting 45 reinforced plates per second. Per minute. That does not look right. What's going on in here? They do all appear to be working. And we've got two super slow ones on the end. So we're making 0.6 per minute, 5.6 per minute, 10, 15, 20.6 per minute on that side, and presumably the same on the other side, which would be 41 something a minute. So yeah, about what I thought. The inputs are good for this. Well, they must be good, right? I mean, everything's working. Where's my ladder up? I don't know. It looked weird. Let's go get my cart. We'll go back to the tractor. Then we'll go get the 6,000 steel beams we need. Where did I put the cart? There. Yeah, those belts are full. Weird. Alrighty then. I'm also really, really glad this thing doesn't use fuel. The amount I use it, I'd be spending half my factory on making fuel for it. Okay, so I'm going to put all of that in there. Then we're going to get in it. Attempt to turn around without crashing. Alright. As an added bonus, it should be slightly easier than normal to get there, because now we have a less steep ramp instead of the 8x8 ramp. We've got the 8x4 working. I'd forgotten how difficult it was to keep this thing running in a straight line, though. At some point as well, I will also need to come along this way and make sure everything is properly fenced. Has anyone else seen the oops, okay. Well, I was just about to say, does anyone else see the problem? But I think everyone sees this problem now. Austin Powers it. Okay, I've got just enough space to turn around. However, my problem is a little bit different. I need at least 3 of those. I'm going to take 4 with me. Yeah, I wasn't bargaining on having to run this in a tractor. Which means I've got a bit of a problem with that thing. No, don't do that, and please... Okay. I wasn't sure if that was going to run away from me. But I think we're good. Probably would have been able to squeeze around that, but, you know, best safe than sorry and all of that. Okay, and that there marks our 25th solid biomass that we've just used, meaning that 24 was indeed not enough to get us there and back. It's a good thing I did run back to get more fuel. Takes a surprising amount of concentration to stay on this bridge when I'm driving this thing. Okay, we're safe. Sherlock back again, had to make something to eat. Fried fish is chewy. I suppose that depends how you fry it. Okay, so... this is another issue. Well, not necessarily an issue, but certainly a consideration. So that would have been... What, how much do these hold? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 3 is 24. So that's only 2,400. So I need another 2,600. 3,600. Might be here a little bit. It had chewy spice on it. I'm wondering, like, are these stacked up with... Well, those are stacked up with pipes, but that's not what I'm after. These ones at the end might have a couple of stacks. I don't like doing that. So that's another 100 I picked up. That's 2,500 I've picked up, so I need another 3,500. Speaking of chewy, you made a down payment on an apartment. Do not feel like an adult. I know that feeling well. Like, I am in the process of actually purchasing land and building a house with my partner, and it feels like, oh my god, these people are letting us have a mortgage? Like, what? Buying a house or apartment looked like a super adulty thing, turns out no. Well, I think it is an adulty thing. The thing is that the adulty things don't necessarily make you feel like an adult. I don't know. It's like I think the first time I felt like I was doing something grown up, so to speak, was when I had to go to the shops to buy toilet bleach. That was the first thing. It was like, wait, this does this mean I'm responsible now? It's that sort of what's it called? Imposter syndrome. Like, everyone's got imposter syndrome when it comes to adulting, I think. No one has it all figured out. I want this to go faster. How do I make this go faster? I don't think I can, really. I was going to say all my input belts are working full time, but I think I saw one of them stop for a second. Yeah, that middle belt just stopped. Oh, no, the top one stopped for a bit as well. Where are they going? You do not wish the paperwork on your worst enemy. Yeah, the paperwork is kind of killing us at the moment. I don't know why that stopped. Well, it'll be done soon. I think our contract is actually signed and things are moving forwards. So, I don't know. How long does it take to build a house? They do tend to go up pretty quickly in Australia. You would be beyond a world-class athlete if you could jump that in real life. That's ridiculous. Anyway. How many rooms? It is a 3-bedroom house with a very large living room and a study, which I will be using for my own things, and as kind of media room thing, another bedroom sized room. I do have an exoskeleton on, but still. Here's money, give me the cube, write it in paper in like 2 lines. Yeah, I must admit, when I bought my car, I was astounded at how easy that was. I walked in, I said, I want this car. They said, alright, give us your details. I think there was maybe 2 or 3 texts exchanged during the next week. I didn't even really think about it. And then finance was approved. I went in next week and picked it up. Land is 750 square meters, I think. What are we doing here? Okay. That's going to take forever. let's head back with what we've got and get started, I think. Yeah. Why do I have 4 concrete? How much do those ramps take? Oh, they only take 5 concrete each. Okay, fair enough. It's relatively cheap land. There are, obviously, without going into specifics for various, what I hope to be obvious reasons, there are places around in still reasonably good areas that you can get land on the cheap. Near where I live, so that's what we've done. Yes. Yeah, you're onto us. Planning on robbing a bank and coming back to the land in the middle of nowhere to hide. Yeah, it's not exactly inner city living. Yes. Also, to bear in mind, if there is one thing Australia has an abundance of, it is space. I think if you took everyone in Australia and spread them out evenly, the nearest person would be something like 5 or 10 kilometers away. Yeah, so that lends itself to land being a little bit cheaper over here anyway. Yeah, I guess there is also an abundance of killer insects. Or arachnids. I don't... No, I don't actually know if there are any killer insects over here. Got the snakes and got the spiders. And a kangaroo will mess you up if you get in its way. Have you ever seen a picture of a kangaroo? They are jacked. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger on steroids. They're just made of muscle. Oh, hello, it's foggy today. There we go, that's better. I guess mosquitoes are kind of... They're kind of deadly by proxy. A mosquito itself doesn't kill you, it's the diseases the mosquitoes carry. But also, mosquitoes are everywhere. It's even vaguely warm. What else in Australia can kill you? The heat. Just straight up the sun. Slow down, stop. That was close. Yeah, so like... we're kind of in the middle of a heat wave at the moment. There was a storm earlier today that didn't take the slightest bit of humidity out of the air. Oh, thank you, autosave. AIDS doesn't kill you too. Yes, it can. If you're going for what I think you're going, I think you have it the wrong way around. HIV doesn't kill you, AIDS does. Okay, so this one here, was it? Yeah, modular frames. So we've got 500 modular frames. And so far we have... Actually, let me just get rid of that belt quickly. So that's 2,400. And that's 2,500 steel beams. Okay, I guess I should power these up. Of course I can't because I've got no cable on me. Got no cable in there either. Where did I put my cable? I put it all in one of those machines to make a thing, didn't I? So... Well, if you live your life in... If you live your entire life in a sterile clean room, as I understand it, you actually can't get AIDS. AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, which itself isn't actually a thing. Insofar as, like, there's no physical object that is AIDS. Like HIV, there is a physical thing, there is a virus. You could pick it up, you could hold it if you had delicate enough hands, I guess. AIDS is just a description of what happens when you have HIV and you get another illness. Does that make sense? It basically means that you have HIV and so your immune system is compromised and you have another disease that is taking advantage of that. Yeah. So I guess, yes, it's the other disease that kills you. You're not wrong there, but it's also true to say that AIDS kills. Although, that said, we are much better at managing such things now. Right, so I also need wires and rods. I can do that. Not from there, I can't. Wires, rods. But yeah, going back to sort of what initiated that topic, I think I remember reading somewhere that malaria from mosquitoes are responsible for something like 80 to 90% of all deaths ever. Something like there's been about 100 billion humans stretched over time, and somewhere between 80 and 90 billion of them have died from mosquitoes and the diseases they carry. Which is insane. It's mad to think that something that, you know, just a flimsy net can keep away. Anyway, so that should start getting us towards the next tier of the space elevator. Yeah, for the record, like, don't quote me on that. That's a figure I've dredged up from a memory of something I read probably 10 years ago. But it's accurate insofar as a lot of people have died. This game needs a Stargate. I would kill to make that happen. Stargate is my second favourite sci-fi franchise. And therefore, I guess by definition, my second favourite franchise of all time. I remember years ago when I was playing Minecraft regularly, when I started getting into the command blocks, I actually made a working Stargate system out of command blocks, where I would build the Stargate. It would have a DHD nearby that you could dial a specific address, and then when you stepped into the Stargate, it would teleport you to the Stargate whose address you dialed. It wasn't perfect. Like, if two people tried to use it at the same time, it broke, but I love Stargate. I was actually watching a couple of Stargate clips on YouTube just earlier today. Yeah, for the longest time, it was my favourite franchise. But then I started watching The Expanse, and that has since overtaken it as my favourite. I feel like I should be doing something, but I don't know what. Okay, we'll let that go. Let's start working on the encased beam factory. Right, so what will I need for that? I will need a miner, I will need some belts, I will need some machines, I guess. So let's have a look at an assembler. Let's pick up the rotors and reinforced plates I need to build them. Okay, encased industrial beam. So we are making, I think, 60 steel beams per minute. So yeah, I'll actually just build one of these and overclock it. And then I just need 60 concrete a minute. That should be easy. I don't even need Mark II belts. Okay, so what have I got in there? I'll grab some more iron plates. I will grab probably a little bit more concrete, some more rods. Okay, just a little bit of everything. I don't need a massive amount of much. So a couple more of, in fact I'll need quite a few more of these because I need to build conveyor lifts as well. That's probably enough concrete already, actually. What was in this box? I'll leave that there for now. Wires and cables. Oh, also, get rid of them. Don't need them there anymore. Okay, grab a stack of wires. 2 stacks of cables. That, oh, rods. There we go. You have it on good authority, the apartment you bought had profit margins of 350%. That seems like a lot. Like, I know property in particular can have some massive profit margins for like investment, but that seems like a hell of a lot. Like, unless they bought it like 40 years ago or something, that might explain it. Like 40 years ago in the middle of some housing crash. Rods, that's what I want. You're not rods. You're rods. Looks like we'll probably need to build a ladder. I want my power shards as well. Okay, let's take this. How are we doing for tickets, by the way? Up to 17, not bad. Averaging around 14,000 a minute. Not bad. Part of an apartment complex. I guess, yeah, like cost to build it versus how much you're paying for it. Well, people need apartments. That's the thing, I guess. And as long as people are willing to pay for them, those kind of prices are going to stick around. Cost the company building them very little and just upselling it. Yeah, it's like when we were discussing about building the house that we are, there was talk of building an investment property as well, because in certain areas around near where we live, as long as you have the startup capital, it is entirely plausible to buy land, build the house, and rent it for more than the mortgage. So as long as you've got the money to just get things rolling, which, you know, depending on the area is, I'll say $50,000 for startup. It might be more than that, might be less, but yeah, if you've got that liquid cash, you can just build a house and just make money. Seems like a businessman should be start. Well, you supply the $50,000 and we'll start talking. Where do you bring the money to? Well, if you scroll down on the page, I believe there should be a donate link somewhere. For the record, for the love of God, please do not actually do that. Oh dear. Right, so I am hoping that somewhere around here is a limestone node. I'd be shocked if there's not, because there's limestone nodes everywhere. So I just have to... There's something over there. Ooh, okay, let's not do that. Okay, there's just a triangle over there. Yeah, so I'm not a property investment guy. Like I mentioned, we spoke about it. I didn't do much of the speaking, and $50,000. It's one of those amounts that, you know, if you're well off, like if you're comfortable, $50,000 is something that can be found. But you know, I wouldn't describe myself as, you know, dirt poor or anything, but I certainly don't have $50,000 lying around, and I don't know a lot of the details of the stuff that would be necessary to do that. I don't know if a foreign investor would be able to do that in this country. There's all sorts of things I don't know. So I'm mostly just talking out my ass, but okay. So that way. Oh. Wait. It's down there, isn't it? Yep, straight below us. Okay. Let's get a ladder going. I kind of hate climbing down a ladder as I'm constructing it, because it's very difficult to see where the bottom of the ladder is. This is a long way down. Okay, any friends around here I need to be worried about? Don't think so. That's the limestone node there, presumably. You know what I didn't bring? I didn't bring a miner with me. Alright, should be able to make one, right? Okay, I can make 153 of them. Okay, miner mark 1. Let's just pop that there. We'll pinch one of these for power. Y was too long, Y was too long. There. There we go. Okay, now I need to climb back up and figure out where I'm bringing it up to. When you work in a single, society deems it weird to live alone and have to live with your parents. You save a ton of money. True. Yes, I have lived with parents in the past. Free boarding, free meals. Does make for saving money, certainly. Okay, so forget. I reckon. Okay, let me. Oh, thank you, autosave. Pop one of those there. Grab one. No, I only need a Mark 1 lift for this. So, Mark 1 lift. That's... Okay, I do need a belt coming out of it first, though. No. Oh, for God's sake. Come on. There we go. So now this is going to face the right way. Right, down the ladder we go. We're going to make some food. This time for others. Be back in a bit. Okay? I was going to say, haven't you just eaten? Right. That one will come out that way. This one will come out that way. And that should be able to take us down to the ground. Lovely. Marvellous. Okay, so now I need to go and turn that into some concrete beams. That's another thing that I think needs to be in vanilla Satisfactory is like floor holes, like for pipes or hypertubes or conveyor lifts. Because we've got the wall holes. Floor holes, I think, would make for some much more interesting factory designs. Certainly less janky ones. Okay, so I'll put those back. I will get some safety rails. Okay, I guess we're doing it this way. I saw... There's the pixel. Okay, and then I need a crossing. Then another T-junction. Then another... Ooh. How should I do this one, actually? Where do I want that to be? I kind of want it to be halfway over, like these ones. But I want it to be halfway over in both directions. Is that even possible? You know, I'm not convinced it is possible. I think that's the best I can do in terms of a safety rail. Not very good. What if I try like a corner there? Okay, and I can do something similar-ish over here. That's not quite right. Wait, isn't it? There must be a way I can get... So I want the corner in that orientation, but over a bit. Should have put the ladder in a different place. I'm just going to go with that, I think. And will probably rather foolishly just trust myself not to fall down the hole. Okay, now I need to do something with this concrete that we've got. And that is going to mix in with beams. Okay, so I want another smart splitter actually. Oh, okay. I left my AR limiters behind. Don't have any quick wire on me, do I? Nope. Is there enough space to do this inside by any chance? Oh, thank you, Leo, for the follow. There might actually be enough space. If I... that's not the build menu. Production. Assembler. Yeah. I'll just get rid of that belt for a second. Encroaching others' clearance. Are you encroaching on these guys? Alright, let's maybe take you up a little bit. Okay, you don't want to go there. Will you go there? And then across. Will you go down? Yes. Okay, a little bit janky, but it works. Can you play with me? This is just a single player playthrough at the moment. But I appreciate the interest. Okay, so what I'm thinking is if I get a wall conveyor there, that's where I'll bring the concrete in. And that will just go from there. We'll straighten it up so it looks nice. And go into there. This one, we'll put a splitter. That's not a splitter, there we go. Put a splitter there. That will go across to there. That will go... Yeah, that's not very nice. Does it look nicer the other way? Doesn't really. Fine. And up. So logistics, conveyor, up. How high? I'll just take that up just a little bit. And then I want a down over here. But not like that, actually. No, I'd need to be careful about this. Okay, let's just do that for now. How high did I take that? I think it was just to there. Okay, that is the right height, but it's in the wrong place. Okay, let's try there. Okay, that is still off. Also, I'm not convinced that actually is the right height. So let's move this over by one more notch. Okay. Okay, that's nice and straight. Then this one will turn around and go out there. Now this one, I'll just make another hole in the wall. That's the door. Looks a bit weird, but that works. Okay, so I want to make encased industrial beams, and I also want you to work at 200% speed, if you please. And then I just need to give you power from somewhere. Yeah, that's reasonable. Not horrible, anyway. Okay, so you're getting your beams. Now I just need to feed in the concrete. Oh, okay. That doesn't actually go where I thought it goes. Let's try that again. Okay. Then... okay. So get rid of that, get rid of that. So this is now just going to be a normal belt. I will move it slightly just so it looks a bit nicer. Now it should sort of match up with the other belt. Okay, another one of these. Okay, calm down. You live there. And you come from there. That's even a straight belt. Oh, that never happens. Okay, and then... yeah, what I actually want is for that smart splitter to be here. So I want to prioritize the construction of... yeah, prioritize the construction of these beams, the encased beams, and then any extra of these that come out go to the right overflow. And I don't actually need an overflow on that one because that will overflow to this production line anyway. Okay. Now I just need to get the concrete in where it goes in, which is over here. And everything should be fine and dandy. That's a shame it doesn't actually reach. It's literally one too short. Alright. Let's keep an eye on this, make sure that works. I do also want to check to see... Okay, yes. So, just temporary thing here, hang on. That is another 2,400 steel beams. So that brings us up to 2,400 and 2,500 is 4,900. I still need another 1,100 steel beams. You should be a Mark 1. Thought that was coming out a bit fast. Okay, that's backed up, so yeah, it should just be waiting for the concrete. And here it comes. Okay, and then this should start making encased beams at 12 per minute. No? Wait, what? Oh! Why did no one tell me? It takes concrete. How did I miss that? Stupid. That's inconvenient. I really feel like that should fit in there. Yeah, I need to turn the limestone into concrete. Alright. Janky fix time. You are going to make me concrete, targeting 60 per minute. I guess I should put these in. That's not going to work. Okay. Alright, so I need 60 concrete per minute, which means I need 4 machines. Okay, so change of plan. I'm going to have essentially an outbuilding. Okay, so we'll have steel beams come from there and limestone come from there. I need 1 constructor. No, sorry, I don't. I need 1 assembler. 4 constructors. Okay. This one is going to come along to there. To there and in there. Okay, so steel beams go straight in. The limestone I'll bring back a little bit further, and we will split the limestone into that one, into that one, into that one, and into that one. Okay, each of these are making limestone, please. Or sorry, making concrete from limestone. Okay, then all of these need to be merged together. Can't believe I missed that. Okay. This one here will then make the where is it? The encased industrial beam at 200%. Okay, not very necessary, but I'm going to do it like this because I can. That's just going to feed back in there. Okay, so I need 4 times 45, which is 180 a limestone. So this is going to have to be a Mark III belt, which is doable at least. I'll just sort of pencil it in with a Mark I for now. Okay. Right. So, walls. Now, given that I wasn't expecting to build a building, I'm not sure I'll have enough stuff on me for this. But I'll try it. Can I get on top of that, please? Really? Come on. Okay, and then a ceiling is next. Naturally, I am just one short. Okay, let me pinch a couple of them back. This should give me enough concrete to make some power pole kind of stuff. And I'll give myself a little walkway around as well. I don't want to jinx it, but somehow I haven't run out of everything yet. Okay, so I've got my way in. I want a way down to ground level. Okay, power will come in over here. So I'll get power connector on that wall and that wall. You'll just go straight across. You can get your power from that connection. That about right? Yeah, I think that will do nicely. Is that in line? I can barely see that, but no. That's in line though. Why is it that I always end up doing indoor work when it's nighttime and you can barely see anything as it is? Alright, let's switch those on. Okay, then I need to do a little bit more. Okay, so it was another 1100 I needed, wasn't it? So that's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1100. Okay, any other steel beams I've got can go into making these Mark III belts. Whoop. Right. Put you back in a second, I promise. Okay. Logistics Mark III. No. Mark III. I also need to steal some of this concrete, please. Because I've got a hole in my roof I need to fix. One more. Okay, I think that's this building done somehow. Ah no, 3 more concrete to put that wall in place. 1, 2, 3. Take whatever you've got. That's not the button I wanted. Okay, a Mark III there. Then I just need to make this make 180 per minute. Oh, no, that's too many. That's too many. There you go. That's how you make 180 per minute. Which I think is everything we need to do then. Well, that's a bit weird. I'm climbing at the same speed as the concrete. Huh. It's actually a tiny bit faster than me. Okay, well, let's see if we're actually getting any of these encased beams now. I'm seeing some. Did I set this up correctly? Yes, I did. Yeah, we should be getting... what was it, 12 per minute, so 1 every 6 seconds? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks good to me. We're still getting some of these beams, though we won't be getting as many. And we do have the other, so 2400 in there, 1100 in there. Together they make 3500, which is what I needed. Okay. So... put those in there and those in there, just so I know what I'm doing. I'll get rid of the limestone, I don't need that. I'll put all of the encased industrial beams back. I'm tempted just to get rid of the plates and rods I have. Yeah. That way I can just carry back more. Oh, they're full. Yeah, of them. Yeah, because then I can carry more beams back with me. $300. I can get rid of those 10 plates. I can get rid of those 10 rods. And 32 cable. I can come by easily enough. Okay, so that should be all of the steel beams I need. Let's go home. Right. Okay, so we did things a little bit out of order. We did step 3 first. So step 3 was to make the encased industrial beam factory. We've done that. So step 1 is the next tier of the space elevator. I've now got all of the materials in my pocket. I need to finish that. I just need to put it in the storage bins in the right places, and the machines will do the rest for me. Might take a bit of time, but it will do the rest for me. Step 2 is then the Mark IV logistics. Now, I'm not sure what that costs. In fact, I've got the... Whoa! So I've... Sorry. I have the Satisfactory wiki up on the other screen, but apparently I don't know how to look in 2 places at once. Okay, so it's a tier 6 tech that gives us the Mark IV conveyor belt. And I need... oh, thank you, autosave. I'll need 50 heavy modular frames, 100 computers, 200 encased beams, and 400 rubber. God damn it. So this is going to need oil. Okay, well, I've got these materials on me. I may as well stick them in the space elevator now. But I think then we skip to step 4, which is to expand the power as much as we can. So even though we don't have the Mark IV belts, we still have the Mark IIIs, which can carry 270 per minute. So that gives us a hard ceiling of 270 times 3, which is 510 coal per minute. I guess we could always go look for some more coal nodes. Or if we get into oil, we could do some fuel generators. Okay, so, you know what, I'm actually going to need another one of I don't have the plates on me. Okay, well, take as much of that as you can. Then I'll just go pinch some plates and rods quickly. Do you have plates or rods in you? Yes. But not enough. Blah. Okay, now I should have enough to make another storage container. I actually need a few more plates. Yeah, just line that up there. You can have the rest of them. Why do I have so many pipes on me? Steel pipes. Oh, I'll even do this with the Mark II belt. Okay, alright, so how are you doing? You know what? Go faster, please. And you can go faster as well. You are done? Yeah, 100 out of 100. I can dismantle this first one. So making 5 of those per minute. We're making 10 of those per minute. I feel like I actually want that to be the other way around, really, but no, I can't make this go any faster, so. I guess we just wait for that. You're back. Made chicken tacos. You're gonna make me hungry. Right. Okay, so we've got 3 Mark III belts. 810. I don't know where I got 510 from. And we know that so 120 divided by 16 is 7.5. Okay, 1 Mark 1 miner at 200% on a pure node satisfies 16 coal generators. Does it? I'm going to have to go and have another look at this. Usually top the tacos with some shredded cheddar and put it under the broiler or the grill so it melts. Done some testing on this. Adding black pepper, mayo and pickles along with the cheese really brings out the unique flavour that is out of this world. I feel like you're not trying to not make me hungry. Okay. So essentially what I want to see is from those 3 nodes, Mark II miners, fully overclocked, how many coal generators can I support? And therefore, how many do I need to build? Okay, so a single come on. So a single Mark 1 belt can support 4 machines working full time. So a Mark 2 belt can support 8 machines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means, so the Mark II, which is 120 per minute, can support 8 machines. So 120 divided by 8 is 15. 15 per minute, which is 1 coal every 4 seconds. And that's what it says, yeah. Okay, so we've got 810 per minute to play with, no matter how we go about getting it. If we divide that by 15 per minute, we can have 54 coal generators. If I put that in rows of 8, 6 3/4, because of course it doesn't match up nicely. Hmm. Get to oil generators. I haven't unlocked oil yet. You forget this is actually a relatively early game factory. I'm only on tier 4 and 5 in the space elevator. Okay. So at the moment we've only got 32, and I can put that up to 54. Okay. So that would be 54 coal generators. Also, each 4 coal generators is supplied by 1 water extractor at 150%. So that would be 13.5 water extractors. Okay. And then, like, to actually saturate the belt, 270. I don't even need the Mark IIs. I can just overclock this to 250%. And that'll give me 300 per minute, which is more than the Mark III can handle anyway. Have they messed with the shade as the outline of the belts on water is bad? Is it? Do you mean like the reflection? Look at the cup when it's over water. Ah, I see what they're doing. Okay, so the cup is probably slightly different because it's essentially a HUD element. Mind you, the whole character is physically modelled. It's weird that that would reflect on the water. They're clearly not doing ray tracing, put it that way. But yeah, the cup shouldn't be reflecting on the water like that. Where are we at for power at the moment? Yeah, it's creeping up. I definitely need to do power next. Okay, so I think an updated to-do list. We want to essentially redesign the power plant, because this is a massive waste of water real estate, actually building it on the water like that, because that's where the water extractors need to live. So I'll probably raise everything up above the water instead, have the water extractors on like the bottom level, and then rows of some number of coal generators above that. I'm going to have 54 in total. That will take the whole supply from 3 pure coal nodes on an essentially fully overclocked Mark I miner. That should give us enough power to complete the hypertube network. I can't do it with the Mark IV belts, unfortunately, because that requires the oil, and we're still working on those tiers. But I know what I'm doing now, at least. Ooh. Bit of jitter there. Okay. Right, so next stream we'll get started on that. I think I'm probably going to bring this stream to a close. This was supposed to be just a short little stream because I was bored as much as anything, and we've been going for 3 hours. So I'm going to go and get some sleep. Okay. Full disclosure, when I say I finish the stream because I'm tired, I nearly always watch at least 20 minutes of YouTube stuff first. So I'll watch a little bit of YouTube, and then I will get some sleep. But we know what we're doing next stream, even if I don't know exactly when the next stream is yet. Probably not tomorrow. I need to actually record YouTube videos as well. Let's go find a nice vantage point. Let's finish this one on top of this guy. Ooh. If I can... Hello? There we go. Haven't been on him for a while. Only 20 minutes? Week. So, 20 minutes is on the lower end. I have been known to watch a little bit, and then, just as I'm thinking, okay, I need to go to bed now, I'll just refresh my subscriptions page, and oh look, there's another video out. So I'll watch that. It's only another half an hour. And then, okay, really need to go to bed now. And then I'll, just in case, I'll refresh it once more. Oh, look, there's another 2 videos out. There's another 45 minutes. But yes, okay, so we know where we're at. Power, then hypertubes. I would like to do the hypertubes first. I would particularly like to get a hypertube to the power, because I suspect there's going to be a bit of running back and forwards, but I simply don't have the power real estate to play with. Looking from here, it looks like the majority of our Christmas factory is backed up, which is nice. That means come the 11th, which is 9, 10, Friday, I think, when the next bit of the Christmas stuff is available. We should be able to do that. We've got all the stuff booked up that we need. Right. Yeah. Right, but I'm going to call it there. I hope to see you all again soon. In the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.